大家好，我是服务于台中二中的詹士緯老师。我今天要分享的内容是如何简化与放慢语速，改述与示范课本内容，运用单字与词类的变化，以及句子结构的改变，加上结合资讯科技的方式，让学生能够用口说英语的表达理解课程的内容。希望我今天的教学方式能够让大家的教学过程有所帮助。Let's go！ 从演化与放慢语速开始，我会将课文的内容的第二段浓缩成5个 WH 所引导的陈述句，让学生能够快速理解文意，并将复杂的文章 break down 变成可以消化吸收与理解的内容。第一个，重心会放在为什么 Why？ 为什么埃及政府要修筑雅斯文大坝呢？接下来重点会放在 What？ 修筑雅斯文大坝可能会造成的优点以及缺点，对旁边的古迹会造成什么样的影响？第三个 When？ 工程什么时候开始，什么时候结束呢？第四点 Where？ 大坝形成的位置与神庙的位置，它们两者当中的关联，以及大坝在埃及尼罗河当中的位置。最后也是最重要的是 How？ 埃及政府如何在建筑与保存古迹的当中取得平衡？雅斯文大坝的建筑的过程当中，阿布辛伯神庙又是如何搬迁？再来，我们会 focus 在谁 Who？ 谁做出了新建大坝的决定，又由谁来执行呢？接着，我们会把学习的目标放在改述句子上面。老师会示范如何运用以下的3个技巧，改写课本的句子与内容，内化成自己的学习历程。1. 老师会指导学生善加利用同义的字词以及同义的表达语句。课本当中的单字，事实上都可以找到接近字义的同义词，简单的改写。比如说，在第2段当中，我们出现的 annual 这个单字，其实可以引导学生，它的意思接近于 nearly。那 project 这个单字呢，比较接近的意思其实就是 plan。submerge 这个字是比较进阶的单字，在课文当中甚至用星号来加注，但事实上呢，在前后文意当中，可以引导学生，它的意思就等于 be flooded 或是 be sunk。那在文章当中的一个动词叫 conclude， 其实呢，在前后文的意思推敲当中，它的意思是等于 decide。那在课文当中会出现的 transport， 其实可以让学生联想到之前在其他文本曾经学过的一些类似的表达语句，比如说 relocate。那在课文当中 be transported into some place actually means be relocated into some place。透过同义词引导学生，让学生训练学生可以用比较简单的英文记住上课所学的内容。接着我们会引导学生用单字的词类变化来达成文章内容的改写。我们以课文为例，比如说这课有提到的单字是 proposed， 那我们可以跟学生说，其实可以用类似的表达语句 ，for example make proposal for something。那 construction 它是一个名词，那它是从 construct 这个字来的。那类似的词类变化还有很多，鼓励学生最简单改写句子的方式，或是改写文章内容方式，其中之一呢，就是用词类，同义字的词类，可以很轻松的达成改写句子的目标。接着，我们可以引导学生在句子结构上面做出改变。我会引导学生运用连接词、关系代名词或分词构句等等，在文学作品当中常常运用的连接句子的技巧，用以改变句子的结构，达成改写的目的。接着， 老师会示范改写过的句子。此外呢，我们会引导学生运用资讯科技的能力，善加运用 AI。我们最喜欢用的就是 ChatGPT， 训练学生用谷歌云端撰写自己的文章内容之后，用 ChatGPT 的中文翻译模式，让学生能够理解自己在改写句子内容的过程当中所想表达的有没有失去学习的目的，还有理解课文有没有偏差。我们来举一个例子 ：The proposed construction project would enable this North African country to control the annual flooding of the Nile. 我们可以改写成 To handle the yearly flooding of the Nile, Egypt proposed a plan to build a dam. 学生可以用后者比较简单的英文句子，达成理解比较难的英文文本的内容。那透过简单的表达语句，可以很轻松的内化学习的成效。接着，老师会引导学生做练习。老师会引导学生使用手机、平板这些电子载具。我们也会打开谷歌云端的文件编辑模式，运用谷歌云端的文件编辑模式里面的 AI， 解决老师们最头痛的问题。一个班级有40个学生，如果每个学生都有一篇文章要改，那这个作业量可能会让老师吃不消。如果学生平常就训练用谷歌云端用英文的方式书写，谷歌的 AI 会帮老师修正很多学生的拼字与文法的错误，可以让学生透过书写来表达自己的过程当中，能够尽量避免犯错。此外，学生可以依样我们刚刚所教学的内容，成功改写句子，并在谷歌云端文件当中做详实的记录。学生也可以透过共同编辑的方式，彼此分享彼此的作品，增加学生想将作业做好的动机。第三，学生能够用英语口语表达能力，表达自己所写的文句。透过这种方式呢，学生能够理解学生所学的第二段内容，老师能够引导学生运用英语简单的口述刚刚所撰写的学习内容与历程。学生在分享的过程当中，我们也引导大家彼此支持，掌声所得到的分贝数就等于加分数。接着，我们会让学生做学习历程的撰写，以及我们会让学生有能够多元成就评量的机会。老师可以引导学生运用 Canva 这个非常有用的也注重美感的教学媒材，撰写学习历程，并且能够产出一张 A4 大小的双语学习历程。我们会引导学生将他们所撰写的学习历程发布在个人的社交平台，比如说 Instagram 或像 Facebook。那学生彼此能够看到彼此的双语的作品，那结合社交平台上面的发布，学生会得到一些按赞数，按赞的数量就等于他们作业加分的数量。再来呢，我们会引导学生做脑力激荡。如果课堂进行还有时间，我们在看完埃及以及台湾高雄的案例当中，我们会引导学生，你觉得我们在台中市还有台中县有哪些古迹需要保存，又应该怎么保存呢？我们引导学生思考下一节课程所要进行的内容。这就是我在这一节课会执行的教学演示的范围以及执行课程的方式，希望能对大家有所帮助。谢谢大家。
So, can anybody tell me what is unit that you are going to cover mainly about? Remember, one question answered correct, you get 10 points. Okay, that gentleman, you are the fattest. Yeah.
How to balance cultural heritage and growth.
Yeah, how to strike a balance between cultural preservation and development. Good job. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on into something. So, the objective of this class is make sure that you can use easy English to describe what you have learned. Alright? So, let's move on. Number one, answer the question. Remember, why? Why we have to build a reservoir? Okay, the lady over here? Yeah, to control the yearly flooding of the River Nile. Alright, good job. Alright, so next question. What consequence, what kind of impact will be caused after we build this reservoir? Okay, we got two people there. However, lady first. Thank you, Kevin. I think you're nice. Alright, let's Cindy. Go. Yeah, legendary and epic cultural heritage could be submerged or sunk, right? It could be flooded and we won't see it anymore. So can anybody tell me why the temple will be flooded? Something will be formed as a result of the construction of the dam. Okay, the gentleman over there, good job.
Artificial lake.
Yeah, an artificial lake will be formed, right? And then the temple will be flooded. Okay, question next. Easiest. Cherish this opportunity, all right? Wait a second. Emmy, do you know what question I'm going to ask? Yeah, so what I'm going to ask? No. What question? What is the question I'm going to ask now? Oh, when the construction is finished or begun? Begun or finished? Yeah, so can you tell me when? 1950. Yeah, you haven't finished, right? 1959, that's correct. All right, so I think you are well prepared. That's good. Okay, next. Can anybody tell me where did Oxford? Oh, I should ask the question right first. Okay, where does the dam exist? Okay, Kevin, you're the fattest?
In Egypt.
In Egypt, or in the middle part, in the middle? You know, it's actually precisely Egypt. Maybe, I think so. Yeah, Egypt, exactly. Or around River Nile. Okay, so next one, in next paragraph, can anybody tell me in next paragraph? Hey, you know the question?
Where?
Yeah, where? It's okay. Where? Correct. Actually, I did put it here. All right. In the next paragraph, we are going to talk about an example going on in Kaohsiung. But before we move on to that paragraph, we have to know there's some skills you have to learn. You have to use the synonym or the similar meaning expressions to express yourself, all right? And I will show you how to organize everything by doing the following 3 models, and then by using this skill, you can know better about everything you have learned from the textbook. All right, so next question. Let's brainstorm. Can anybody tell me what is the synonym for construction project? I'm sorry, Kevin's the fattest. Establishment. Yeah, maybe. Or, okay, what is the synonym for project? Yeah, you are right for construction. There will be establishment. How about project? Okay, the gentleman over here.
Instance.
Instance? Good job. But actually, you have a very easy word. Start with the letter P. Okay, the lady over there. What if you want to write something and that word means exactly like project? What word are you going to write? Start with letter P. Okay, Sabrina. Building will be here, right? So what's project? Can you tell me what project means? Yeah. What's the word for that? Start with the letter P, 4 letter only, gentlemen. plan. Yeah, project means plan, all right? The proposed constructed plan, well, okay, so next one. Can you tell me, what is the synonym of this Northern African country? Okay, gentlemen, over there. Egypt, yes. So actually, you can use synonyms to replace whatever you want to say. Once you have done that, you can say that you write a new sentence, right? Next one. What is the same purpose? If you want to use the same expressions, the expression that contains similar meanings, how are you going to say in order to in the other way? Can anybody tell me? Okay, the gentleman in front of Kevin. Sorry, Kevin, you're next. Two will be easy, right? To accomplish challenging tasks. Egypt decided that. So anybody, tell me, what is the synonym for decide? Kevin. Determine is good example. Good job. So you can use the same expressions to change it. Or you can say that Egypt has made a decision, just like decided, right? Okay, now it's your turn. Please take out your cell phone, open a Google Cloud. You have 10 minutes to finish an article like this. In this article, you're supposed to finish a passage that you have rewritten, whatever you have read from the textbook, and put everything, and organize everything, and they will do something like this. You should talk about what. What are you going to talk about? Where does it happen? When it happened? Who are involved? And how the project you have to talk about is finished. So ladies and gentlemen, there will be everything. So I have tried whatever I can to help you to recall all the content of the lesson. Now it's your turn. You should organize the article. And I give you probably 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, you can share whatever you have finished. You use your Google and try your best to write anything you have learned from this passage. Once you share your opinion, you'll be given points, 10 points. All right? So make sure that you'll come up with something. All right? If you run into any difficulty, please let me know. Final thing, I'm going to ask you the final question and then we'll finish this session. All right? Now you have 5 minutes and go. Okay, time is up. So ladies and gentlemen, do you want to share anything? Anything will be alright. What you have learned from the textbook, you can start from the topic sentence like this to minimize the impact. I have shown you one example here, right? Does anybody want to share anything? Kevin, you go first. Yeah, Kevin, do you finish anything? And after you finish, you need anyone to take over your job. If he or she couldn't finish it, he or she will stay and clean the classroom for us. All right? Okay, Kevin, go. What do you have finished?
Egypt and
UNESCO, yes.
Want to preserve the heritage.
Good job. Okay, good job. Okay, excellent. Give me a big hand, please. Yeah, it's not easy, right? At least you can say something in English. Excellent job. So, who's next? Kevin, give me a name. Roger. Who's Roger? Okay, Roger, please take over his job. Yeah, say anything you have written.
小熊我曾经有朋友玩过球。
Oh yeah, Kaohsiung City is in need of an underground natural system. Good job. Give me a big hand too. Yeah, that's easy, right? Okay, give me a name, and this time it must be a girl. Cindy. Okay, you find it. Girl. Okay, Cindy, you're next. Share anything you have written. Yeah, so you talk about which case? Egypt case or Kaohsiung case? Egypt. Okay, give her a big hand too, please. Okay, so Cindy, give me a name. Who should? Oh, no. Matthew volunteered. I give you 20 points. All right, go, Matthew.
Old Kaohsiung railway station will need to be demolished.
And so what they decide to do?
They decided to do an
They decide to organize an urgent meeting.
urgent meeting
And then,
were held and wooden tracks were built.
yeah, good job. And then the Kaohsiung train station is, what is the synonym for that? Relocated, right? Good job. Give him a big hand, please. Excellent, right? So remember, say something you have written. Anything will be all right. Okay, anyone else? Matthew. Oh yeah, Brooklyn 99, go. Hey, yeah.
Successfully served.
Yeah, so the found memories and wonderful. Anything wonderful that is about the station has been preserved. Excellent job. Give you a big hand too. Okay, so I think successfully you have learned how to share, right? Before we end this session, anyone who wants to share? We have talked about lots of examples going on in Kaohsiung, but why don't you talk about what's going on in Egypt? Anyone? Okay. Olivia. Yeah, I remember her name is Ruby, right? But she changed her name. Okay, Olivia, go.
Egypt finally solved this dilemma. At the same time, precious cultural heritage is preserved and the flooding problem is solved.
Oh my God, what a wonderful answer. Please give her a big hand. It's a dilemma, right? So we're getting caught in the middle. Should we preserve the cultural heritage or just, tear down everything for, improvement? It's a dilemma, but the government successfully solved it. And Matthew, you want to say more? Cool. Okay, go.
We don't always have to clear out the old and to make way for the new.
Good job. We don't have to remove the old and embrace the new, right? Excellent. Okay, the gentleman.
It is imperative that we should have saved the earth because of sense of identity. So I'm glad to see that Kaohsiung can save the station.
Yes, it's imperative that we should keep everything that we want to share to form our identity, keep everything intact, right? Give him a big hand. Excellent. Good job. So you also answered my question. Actually, if you don't mention, I'm going to ask, why we should preserve everything. That's because we have to form stronger sense of identity, right? So I think you have done an excellent job today. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that will be everything for today. Any questions? And don't forget the deadline, the due time you should have in the homework. There will be Amy, when is the due time? What's it? How to say it in English? April 1st. And it's also what kind of festival? Okay. Yeah, April Fool's Day. Okay, thank you very much. That'll be everything for today. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
大家好，一个班级当中呢会有40个学生，这是一个英语教学老师最大的挑战。一节课有将近40到50分钟，扣除到点名，加上老师自己用英文授课的时间，一个学生能够被分配到运用英文做口语练习的时间，恐怕一个人会不到1分钟。那如何在有限的时间之内，让所有的学生能够都有充分练习的机会，这是我们很大的挑战。那解决的方法很多，我想到其中一个办法就是让学生能够在上课的课余时间，能够用英文配音，而且剪辑自己想要拍摄的影片。 那在这个训练的过程当中，学生一定可以自己撰写自己想要表达的文稿，能够有效的用英文表达自己想表达的内涵。那这样子的课程也有助于学生能够充分的发挥课余以外的时间做口语的练习。那学生的成果能够发表在 YouTube 这类的社交平台当中，让学生彼此能够观摩彼此的学习作品，也增加他们能够用英文解决任何课题以及学习，达成用英文学习各种能力的这个经验与挑战。以上就是我的分享，也欢迎各位老师能够在英语教学的路径上，能够秉持这样的理想，继续往前迈进。谢谢。